premium product. You know, we position ourselves at the top of the market from a quality point of view, from construction and fabric. I can demonstrate the construction, but if anyone wants to come up here and try and rip this pocket off Katie, she's not big enough to put enough weight behind this pocket to rip it off. I've actually stood on customers' shoulders and put my feet in these pockets and jumped on them to try and rip them off. But there's a bar tack here in the corner, and this bar tack will support 250 pounds. So any of you guys who work in the semi industry know the value of a bar tack in a piece of product. This jacket has 120 bar tacks in it. So what's that mean? When you pay $500 for your jacket, you stick your winch handle in the pocket, you go down below, and the winch handle gets caught on the cabin top. You just didn't rip your pocket off of your $500 jacket. It's going to actually stay there as it goes through. So I do that when I'm demonstrating people. I actually pull really hard on that pocket. It's amazing. And then you show them that everything that could possibly rip off has 2 bar tacks in the corners, 2 bar tacks in the spots, and it's really meant to last. So then a couple of other features as we go through it is most jackets have a double cuff. A lot of people don't know what double cuffs are for. The internal cuff keeps water from running down your sleeve, but the external cuff's for vibration. A lot of times when you're offshore, these hands are out in front of her holding on to something. And when the wind is constantly coming like this, it just gets incredibly annoying after about 48 hours of this happening. So the more we can try and, if we give her a Velcro landing, we give her a huge Velcro landing. She's got a tiny little wrist. And we can really pull that down around her so it's not going to flap when it's in front of her. Same thing with this jacket is there's a cinch in the middle inside that's built, again, to cut down on that flapping as the breeze is constantly blowing across her. It's really been thought out by what do people not like about this jacket when they were stuck offshore in bad conditions for extended period of time, stuck in the back. So then we've got, what we did here is she's got hand-roller pockets on the side. Just go straight into your hand-roller pockets there. Okay, which is nice, quick access, fleece line. She's got cargo pockets here where she can put her whistle or stuff that she doesn't necessarily need quick access to but doesn't want to lose. Exactly. And then when we go up here, we've got another set of hand-roller pockets that are a little bit higher under here. But you see they've got a protective flap over them. And what that does is, this is a chance where she finally has a chance to take a break. So she's off watch or she doesn't have a responsibility for a line. Those pockets, no matter how bad it's been for the last 3 or 4 days, are always going to be dry. And because it's Gore-Tex and it's higher up on the chest where there's more heat expiration going on, those pockets will dry out first too before the ones that are on the bottom. I'm still talking about the construction. We'll get to the fabric a little later, but these are just some of the features that are in the construction of it. So when we do reflective pieces on it, we generally do them as reflective tapes. Unique to us is they actually have the little boat logo in the reflective tape, which is pretty cool. Photographs of ships on boats at night and stuff. The reflective stickers that run along through it there rather than some sort of seam, so there's not a lot of things that can get caught up on it. And then I'm going to start talking about how, just in case our way out there, if you could zip it up and clip your chin. Some of the things I showed you are unique to the Musto jacket, but what really sets a Musto jacket apart from any other jacket is the hood collar. Anyone who's been offshore on one of these jackets before, they swear by it. Okay, so what we've got is, if she turns around for us, we'll see it's really high in the back. So as the waves come down the back, it doesn't trickle, it hits her at the top of her head versus the bottom of her neck. So there's no place where the water can actually get in there. It's just going to go over the top. And turn around, not necessarily. It's just for the start. And so now, but you can see how it comes down towards the front, because as Katie's holding onto the wheel, or she's got her hands stuck in the boat, and she goes to look at me, she can't move her shoulders. So a lot of times people get this gear where you got this tunnel vision on, but they don't realize that you can never really move your shoulders when you're doing a job on the boat. You can only move, if you were holding on to something in front, you go to look at me. Okay, she's not looking at the inside of her collar because it's articulated down in the front. It's actually down here where she's got all the visibility in view. And we put the same thing into her hood. Now we're going to go for the hood.
Yeah, that's up to here a little bit.
Yeah. This is the part they always hate.
That's the part that's working.
Now just turn around for me for a second. On her hood, we've got two important adjustments. One is the reefing line here, which sets the height of the brim. And the other one here is this is the baseball cinch. So if you just hold on to the hood for just a second here, watch around the side of her head as I pull this on. Okay, it makes a baseball style fit around her head, so it's not going to move. And then with the reefing line, I can set the brim of the hood just right for protection for her. There's a rain gutter that goes all the way around the top here to shelter the water back to the sides. But again, if she stands there and you look through to the side, if you look over at the camera, you know, while you still can't move your shoulders, you still have a tremendous amount of peripheral vision on the side, which is really important when you're trying to do your job on the boat.
And I'm not doing this kind of sailing.
Yeah, no, it just really starts to come straight on for her. She can go to the nose spot. all that going into the. I mean, you got to picture yourself out there in the middle of the ocean, little place to go.
You don't know me. Give me all your money. Give me all your money.
We say when you step off the dock around the clubs around the United States, you'll see all types of different quality gear. When you step off the docks in the Azores, when we step off the docks in Mauritius, when we step off the docks in extremely hard, difficult places to get to, that's the only gear you're going to see. People who've been offshore in that jacket love it. They won't go offshore in anything else.